Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Mariota. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Mariota. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. It's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 29, Mariota gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Winston. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play fake. Winston. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Milton Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jameis to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Jordan Poyer, the league's leading tackler among safeties last year, in to make the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Jones again on second down. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mariota. And finding Keelan Cole. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Move. You got three. Three down. Three down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Mariota to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Escapes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake, Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st down, Winston. Steps away to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Texans! Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go play action. Winston. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Now Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. To throw is Winston. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
First down, Texas.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do this.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they? And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Andrews.
A gain of 6 yards.
Winston. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jameis again. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
56, Mike, 56.
On 2nd and goal, Winston. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go one more.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
First down, Mariota. This one swung out here to Jones. Room here to run. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Brings up second and 8 at the Texans' 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Mike 3, Mike 3.
Now Mariota. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Jones again, and I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Mariota under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 3rd and long for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Ricky.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.